Men will be the kings in the future. This is no joke, guys. There is a bright future actually ahead of us. Make sure to stick with me till the end of this video because I want you to fully understand why the time we are living in now is a great chance for every one of us. And let's jump in right into a video that I prepared for you. Today's video is from Men Only. I placed the link to their channel down below in the video description so you can see the full video if you like and also support their channel. But let's get started with the video now.
You wouldn't believe what my mum's doing. So for a bit of context, I'm 31. I've been single for 6 years and I live at home with no intentions to move out because I can afford about a shed around where I live. That's it. Oh, and the last time I went on a date was last October. That's a long time. I refuse to go on dating apps. Unless I meet them in person, I'm done. This year, I was like, no more dating apps. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'll show you what she's doing. Show me it. Huh? Oh, God. That's her knitting her future grandchild's blanket. I will give it to her though. She's chosen a really nice wool. It's like cashmere and merino wool blend. But she's going to be waiting a while to use that blanket.
It's frustrating when women showcase toxic behavior and then play the victim when things backfire. Have you noticed how some women play the victim card when they hit a certain point in life?
I don't know if it's because of my age or because I've been spending too much time on social media, but recently I found myself falling back into the comparison game. As they say, comparison is the thief of joy, and I genuinely think that is true. However, I think it is normal to compare yourself, especially when your friends and you start to either grow apart or you all just enter different life stages at different times. For me, recently, I feel like all I've been noticing is my friends either getting engaged, married, having a child or second child, whereas I'm currently running around New York, having the time of my life, living out my dream. While I adore my life, I do feel like it takes a toll on me to look at my friends get the things that I also want one day in life. And since they're living it out and I'm not, it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like if I should be moving to a smaller town and finding a partner and settling down. I've always been a late bloomer, so I don't know why I expect my life to follow the timeline of my friends. So I'm gonna remind myself to enjoy this stage of life while it lasts because I've wanted to be here for so long. And if you're like me, let's trust in the timing together.
Guys, this is so ridiculous. Holy Jesus. We have seen two girls in this video. The one was single for 6 years at the time when she made at the time when she recorded this video. And I hope you know, guys, when a woman says I was single for the last couple of X years, it actually means, if you translate it from womanese to our language, I had been in the banana carousel for so and so many years. And the other woman, this Asian woman who's living in New York, yes, New York is a really expensive city, and in the video you have also seen some stuff like cosmetic articles and expensive watches. It seems to be a career woman, yes, a woman who climbed up the corporate ladder to earn a lot of cash and to buy a lot of stuff that she actually doesn't need, to waste a lot of money. This is what women typically do. And this is exactly the reason, guys, why we are living in a great time. Because as society is collapsing, as hyperinflation kicks in, and the majority of people in the USA even don't have at least $400 or don't have more than $400 at their disposal for emergency cases. And if you think outside the US it is better, I can guarantee you, I promise you, it isn't. Also in countries in Europe like Germany, France, Italy, but also in Great Britain, and if you look overseas in Australia, most people cannot make it to save money. Not not only women, but especially women. And yes, a friend of mine by the name of Dustin, he's a perfect example. He was always telling me all over the years, oh no, I have to pay for my divorce. I have to pay for my child, for my daughter that I have with my ex-wife. And I'm still in debt from gambling. I spent thousands of bucks in the gambling hall and so on and so forth. Yes, his bad past is still following him, but come on, guys. You cannot tell me, as long as you are not completely starving, as long as you can buy food, that you are not capable of saving any single penny. And this is what I'm always talking about, because this is so important, guys, to make you understand this. We are living in a great time now, because you already know, I think, that it is predicted that by the year 2030, most women will be single and childless or be single mothers. But this is not all. There is also a great reset planned by this year. Maybe it will come some earlier, maybe it will come some later, but there's a good reason why the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, is printing money endlessly for so many years now, because they want, yes, this is on purpose, guys, they want to make the financial system, the global economy collapse. Because every country in the world nowadays, not only the US, not only America, all countries in the world, because the governments are acting like women, they cannot handle money, they cannot manage money, they are all up to the neck in debt. And they can even not pay back the interest of their debt. That's why hyperinflation must kick in to nullify, to negate the debt, because as the value of money collapses due to inflation, also the value of the debt will collapse. And this is why, and because especially women, because they mess up to find a good husband in their prime when they are in their 20s, because so many women end up as being single, being left over, and also ending up in poverty because they traded men for the government, but the government cannot take care of them any longer in the nearest future. That's why we have a great opportunity ahead of us. You as men can be the kings of the future. If you invest into gold, if you invest into silver, and when hyperinflation kicks in and one piece of bread in the supermarket suddenly costs $1 million, at the same time as gold and silver and other commodities are traded in US dollar, their value will also skyrocket, and suddenly 1 ounce of silver or 1 ounce of gold will have a value of millions of dollars. And on the trading platform that I use, I can even store my money in gold. So the currency I'm using on this platform is not US dollar, euro, or anything else, or any other fiat currency. Also no crypto, it is gold. And this gold will get more and more and more as I'm also trading the gold price. And as when hyperinflation kicks in, the gold price will skyrocket. And I can use a leverage so that even under normal circumstances, my return rate is even higher than if I invest into stocks. And that's why I recommend you take your time to figure out what are your best skills, what business you can make, because also the 9-to-5 economy will collapse as the system collapses. If you learn how to make an online business, if you learn how to manage your money, how to handle your money intelligently, how to use money smartly, if you invest into commodities like gold and silver that will skyrocket as soon as the dollar collapses, if you do all that stuff, later you can say, all right, I am settled, I have a good mindset, I have a good body because I worked out, I am healthy, I did not feed my body with junk food, but I also settled my finances. I am rich, or at least quite wealthy. And when you are a high value man in the future after the collapse of society with a lot of money, a good body, a good mindset, you can choose any of millions of leftover women. In my opinion, it's the best if you don't settle for them, but if you look for casual fun, for casual short term or maybe even long term, however, situationships, as as people like to call it nowadays, yes, you will be fine. And who knows, it is really hard to find good women nowadays because there are almost no good women left, even overseas in countries like Thailand or the Philippines. Many women are trash nowadays. Unfortunately, this is the harsh truth, my friends. But as soon as society collapsed, as soon as you benefited from this collapse, and you are a settled man, you are a high value man, and you have lots of options on the dating market, even more options than the chats nowadays and the Tyrones, then with many options on the dating market, you will also have a much greater chance to eventually even maybe find a woman who is wife material. But with this being said, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because as soon as I hit 1000 subscribers, I will have a big surprise for you, including that I will crank out one of my best ebooks, the ebook Secrets of Natural Attraction, for free. If you don't want to wait, you can currently buy this ebook for only $5, including tax, in my online shop. The link is in the video description. But I told you guys, as soon as I hit 1000 subscribers, I will even crank out this ebook for free, because the knowledge in this ebook is so powerful, and it's a compact ebook. It only contains circa 30 pages, so you don't have to read hundreds of pages, but in these circa 30 pages, you will learn the best dating strategy to optimize your dating game, especially when you make it to become a high value man. So you don't need any crap like online dating, which only works if you are looking like a chat, if you have the perfect face symmetry and everything else. And if you also don't want to go for dating overseas, if you are an introvert, if you don't want to approach women outside, because cold approach nowadays can lead you to many problems if you hit on the wrong woman. But if you don't want all this stuff, this dating strategy that you will learn in this book will astonish you. It will amaze you, certainly. But with this said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, as it helps the YouTube algorithm. I will see you in the next one, and have a great day, and see you next time, my friends.